Welcome in, everyone, back to the Blake's Take studio, where we will have tonight's matchup between the Philomath girls basketball team and the visiting Woodburn Bulldogs. The Warriors bring in an impressive 13-2 record and an undefeated 7-0 league record, currently ranked number 1 in the state, while the Bulldogs are 11-6 and 4-4 in conference play, with a 14th rank overall in the OSAA 4A rankings. And now for the starting lineup tonight. For the Bulldogs will be Aria Kent, Naila Zapita, Isabella Sanchez, Alana Ramirez, and Brianna Cruz. So now let's get the Warriors. Kay Bacho, a senior. Sage Kramer, the heart and soul of the team, with a great performance on Friday night with 33 points. And then Cassie Lewis will get the nod tonight over Abigail Brown, the normal starter. And, of course, Haley Couture, another great shooter from the outside. And then Ray Larson, a great yard, great veteran on this team and maintains the ball well. Of course, the man who'll flip this program around, Ben Silva, has the Warriors atop a championship contender this season. And so let's see if the Warriors can add another win to the column tonight as they square off against the Bulldogs of Woodburn. Sage Kramer will be at the tip with Ramirez. Tips it off to Reagan Larson, who dishes it right over to Haley Couture for the nice little finish. Cross court. Bulldog pass. Kent. In the corner now is Cruz. Warriors putting the pressure on defensively. Cruz tries to go up on Larson, but it'll be blocked and into the hands of Kramer, who gets going in transition. She'll drive strong to the basket, up and under, and it'll roll in for 2. Here come the Bulldogs back strong in transition. In the corner now is Sanchez. On the drive now is Zapita. No good off the right side. And rebounded by Kramer. In the corner now for 3 is Couture. And she'll drain that one. Cross court to Kent. On the drive, float game, strong. Now Kramer back up the key. Drives inside, Euro step, up and under, and she'll finish. And Warriors already out to a 9-2 lead here with 6:15 to go as the Bulldogs try and slow her down, as Kramer is on her, feeling it tonight, as she always is. Comes ready to play as soon as she steps on the court. Bringing that strong mentality. So the Bulldogs will take it out here on the baseline. And it'll be Ramirez. Gets it over to Zepeda. Kent at the top of the key now, looking to set things up. Bacho with the steal. Breaks free. Over to Couture with the nice pass. Posts up and banks it home. In the corner now for three is Isabella Sanchez. She drains that one. But Kramer right back on the drive. Now Larson from downtown. In and out. Lewis tips it up off the foot of Kramer. Back up to Larson at the top of the key. Couture looking inside for Lewis, but it'll be taken away by the Bulldogs. On the drive now is Ramirez, and she'll bank that one home. Bacho driving inside, but it loses control. Now here come Woodburn. Kent dishes outside, another three from Sanchez, but that one will be off the backside of the rim. Zepeda falls off of Lewis. Kent on Larson. Warriors staying man-to-man. On the drive now is Zepeda. And now Sanchez keeps looking for that three-point shot, but keeps conservative. Inside now is Ramirez, and she'll finish with the lay. Kramer clearing the way. Larson dribbles across. Kramer now from downtown, just short, and it'll be rebounded by the Bulldogs. So Isabella Sanchez, really the big offense tonight, at least thus far. The Bulldogs, 8 of their 9 points thus far. It's currently a 2-point game, 11-9, with 3:22 left in the first. On the drive is Ramirez. She'll draw the foul, so send her to the line. So Bulldogs sticking with the Warriors thus far in this first quarter. Currently an 11-9 game, one possession. That rattles in for a free throw for Ramirez, and now Ingrid Holesto will check into the game, and for Cassie Lewis as the Warriors will go small ball here. And number 25, it's not listed here on the Bulldog roster, but she checks in for Brianna Cruz. And it's a tie ball game here, 11-11 after those Ramirez free throws. Larson almost loses it, gets it back over to Kramer, drives inside, and she'll lose that one off the hands of the Bulldogs, so it'll stay in the Warriors' possession. Kramer gets it into the corner. Up top, inside Holesto looking for Kramer. Kramer recovers, and now trying to reset are the Warriors. Holesto in the corner. Bacho loses possession. And up the court now are the Bulldogs. Pump fake. Trying to get a shot off was Kent. And it'll be a jump ball, which will stay with the Bulldogs. In the corner for three is Ramirez, and she'll connect. It'll be ruled a 2, though. Bacho goes up strong, rolls around the rim as she is fouled by Sanchez, which will send her to the line. So Warriors in their first deficit in a while have not trailed in many games. And so Bacho will not be able to connect with the first, and I believe this is the first game the Warriors have trailed in a while. Usually jump out to a lead and stick to it, but Bulldogs are sticking around in this first quarter. So after the miss, it's rebounded by Halesto. Looks inside for Kramer, and Kramer will be right there to finish that off as that ties the ball game up. And nice pass from Ramirez to her teammate, number 25. And so Bulldogs on a nice little run there as they have a 2-point edge here, 15-13. The Warriors trail, 2:18 to go here in the first quarter. We have a ball game on our hands, folks. Warriors not able to get going offensively very much. The Bulldogs were scrappy defense. As I'm telling you, as I said in the boys game, this Bulldogs team plays scrappy defense and will kill you if they are on from the outside. And right now it's looking like their three-point shooting is on. So the Warriors get the ball to start here, coming out of the timeout. 2:18 to go here in the first. Couture. Larson. Working outside, over the top to Kramer. Kramer drives inside and posts up, and she'll finish it with the two off the glass. So now Ramirez gets it over to Rodriguez. And Ramirez on the drive gets stripped away by Kramer, who's now working in transition. Euro step up and under, finish off the glass. And Sage Kramer doing everything for the Warriors tonight offensively, as she so often does. Ramirez, mid-range, bangs that one. Ramirez with a nice stroke. She's got quite a shooter. And now Couture gives it off to Larson. Larson wrapping around with the mid-range pull-up from the corner. Off the left side, rebounded by Bacho, over to Kramer. Kramer, crossover, step back, and that'll be tipped out of the hands of her. And so it'll land in the Bulldogs' possession as a tie game, 17-17. Outside is Rodriguez, and that'll be too far off the glass. Kramer pushing the pace once again, goes coast to coast and lays it home. Rodriguez dribbles into the double team. Halesto tipping the ball away. And she'll force the turnover. And now Cassidy Lewis will check back in to the game, in for Kay Bacho. Larson gets it into Kramer. Crossover. Dishes it off. Kramer off the screen of Lewis, pulls a deep one, and it'll rattle around off the right side, back into her hands after the Bulldogs recover. She goes up and under, tries to draw the foul, but no, it'll be clean and rebounded by the Bulldogs. And they throw it away. So it'll stay Warriors ball, 1.6 seconds left. Only one time to get a shot off. So Kramer, clock winding down, throw up a shot, and it'll be off the glass as the Warriors come back strong to finish, thanks to large part to Kramer, of course, and 19-17 lead after one. But only a 19-17 lead. That is something the Warriors are not used to usually saying. And so they're in a tight ball game here, trying to figure some things out defensively as the Bulldogs were able to get hot from outside, especially with find a way to stop Ramirez along with Sanchez. Were both lethal from outside, and Warriors may need to go with a zone defense or man-to-man, whatever they need to do to close things out from the outside and limit their production. Warriors, normally a strong defense team, only give up an average of 34 points per game, but Bulldogs already have jumped out to 17 points, half that margin. So we'll see how the Warriors try and slow them down here in the second quarter. So it'll be Warriors ball here to start the second quarter. Larson gets inside to Kramer, posts up, and that'll be short off the front of the rim. And rebounded by herself, and she'll bank it home on the putback. And stolen away by Couture, dishes it up the court to looking for Halesto, but it'll be taken to the hands of Kent. Inside is Ramirez. Too far off the left side of the glass. Rebounded by Sanchez, and that'll be too far as well. Nothing but air. And it'll be rebounded by Kramer, who takes it up the court now. Kramer on the drive, up and under, and she'll finish again with a strong lay. The Euro step and layups are just part of Kramer's game. She just finds a way to get to the basket. In the corner now is Sanchez. And tipped off the hands of Kent, and now here come the Warriors with Kramer. Pull up mid-range, and that'll be too far off the back of the rim, rebounded by Larson. Larson swings it over to Couture, over to Kramer, drives baseline, and step to the right, and kisses it off the glass for 2 points. And another turnover by the Bulldogs results in the hands of Kramer, and she'll go to the rack again, up and under for another layup finish, and timeout taken by the Bulldogs as the Warriors have a nice little run there. 8.80 run to start this second quarter, all by Kramer. And so it's the Warriors now. They figured it out coming out of the first quarter, woke up defensively, and do what they do best, get Sage Kramer going in transition. So great shift of momentum here. Bulldogs trying to shut it down. But the Warriors will try and keep it going here through the rest of the second quarter, 27-17. The Warriors have a double-digit lead now. And it'll be the Bulldogs ball with 6:19 remaining here in the second quarter. Ramirez cross court to Sanchez. In the corner is T. And stolen away by Kramer. Out of the hands of Zepeda. Up the court to Halesto. Halesto is swatted away by Zepeda. Zepeda dishes it over to Sanchez. Long three, and it's nothing but net. Her third triple of the night. Kramer in some trouble here. And it'll be a jump ball, but I believe it'll be the Bulldogs' possession. So it will be. Warriors will get a sub in here. Annika Tyron, the sophomore, checking in for Cassidy Lewis. Sanchez tries to get it in. Tipped out of the hands of Mia Bennett. Working on the drive now. And baseline jumper is good from Mia T. And Mia Bennett now in some trouble with the Woodburn double team. Gets it up the court to Tyron, who's then fouled by Ramirez. The Bulldogs cut the lead to just 5. And Kent will check back into the game for Sanchez just as she was getting hot. And Rodriguez will also check into the game as Ramirez will check out. And Larson also checks back into the game for the Warriors. And Larson now up top, gets it over to Couture. Inside to Tyron. Nice look. Goes up strong and she'll be fouled. So she'll go to the line. So Bulldogs, very scrappy, high speed game here we got. Lots of transition plays as Tyron misses the first off the top of the rim. She'll connect on the second though. Up the court are the Bulldogs now. Kent over to Kent on the drive. Swings it back across to Rodriguez. And on the floater is Mia T, but off the left side of the rim and into the hands of Larson, who drives up the court. Dishes up, nice pass to Halesto, who finishes it home with a lay. Rodriguez. Inside now is T. And the Bulldogs throw it away. Up and over and back is the call as Couture is there just in case. So Kate Bacho will check back into the game for Halesto. Halesto with some nice contributions there. And of course, the main person we need back in the game is Sage Kramer, who checks in for Haley Couture. We'll see how the Warriors extend their lead with Kramer now back in the game, the impact player on this team. Kramer inside, posts up. Dishes outside to Bacho. Bacho swings it over. Coming off the screen is Kramer. Pull up from downtown and swishes that one. Bottoms it. Her second triple of the game. Kramer steals the pass and easy finish. Gets that home for 2 points. And already racking up a game is Sage Kramer. Well aware defensively and offensively. She's one of the, as the Bulldogs turn it over again, she's one of the better defenders in this the state, as she has so many steals, so aware of where she needs to be on and off the ball. Constantly moving off the ball when on the rare time she doesn't have in her hands as well. Larson, nice pass to Bennett inside, but is tangled up with the Bulldogs. But it'll be a jump ball, which will remain with the Warriors. And so checking back into the game is Sanchez. Warriors swinging inside, but looking for Kramer was Bennett, but it'll be stolen away by Sanchez. Sanchez in transition, posts up, but gets it out, and it'll be thrown away by Zapita. And here comes Kramer now. Left side, sweet kiss off the glass. Sanchez. Now for three is Rodriguez. Off the front of the rim. Bounces off, up and over, and it'll be a foul call on Larson. So stay, Woodburn ball. They get it into Zapita, but it'll be no good as Kramer dishes it up to Bacho. Left-handed finish, no good. And Kramer will be fouled as she got the rebound. Now checking into the game is Ramirez once again, as well as Zapita checking out. Kramer looking for options, who gets it into Tyron. And Kramer, pump fake to the left, pull up mid-range, and bottoms that. Such a well-rounded player, mid-range, outside, in the paint, you name it. And now outside look from Kent, but it'll be off the right side, too far. Stolen away by the Bulldogs. Met by a double team is Kent, and rolling around on the court is the basketball, but it'll be finally recovered by the Warriors. Kramer crossover dribble, up and under drive. Be swatted out of her hands by Rodriguez, but it'll stay a Warrior ball. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. The Warriors have jumped out to a 39-22 lead here. Due in large part to Kramer, of course. Now Bennett gets Kramer, up and under, nice pump fake, and smooth left-handed finish. Warriors pouring it on defensively here in this second quarter, only allowing the Bulldogs to score 5 points after scoring 17 in that first quarter. Inside, Ramirez works on Tyron, up and under, off the glass. Too much. And now Larson loses it into the hands of Kent. Kent swings it up the court to Ramirez. And that will be Sanchez from way outside, but it'll be short and rebounded by Ramirez. And Rodriguez will miss the finish. Here comes Kramer. Up and over and under for the strong two-pointer again. Sage Kramer so good at getting to the basket. Ramirez throws it away. Now Warriors will make some substitutions to get some rest before the half. As Lewis, Helesto, and Couture will all check into the game. Larson up the court to Couture. Pump fakes inside. Cross court to Helesto. Pump fakes. Kramer from downtown. And she bangs that one. Her third triple. So well diversified. Sanchez looks inside Ramirez. Stopped in her tracks. Rodriguez now for three. Off the right side. Rebounded by Couture. Couture over to Kramer. Wraps around. Right-handed finish. Rolls around the top of the rim. She'll miss, but she'll get her offensive rebound. Out to Couture. She'll pull a three, and it'll be off the right side and rebounded by Rodriguez. 8 seconds left. Clock clicking down. Bulldogs have time for one last shot. And they'll get it from Ramirez. Outside look, good shot, but no good off the front of the rim. As the Warriors finish off the first half with a huge offensive second quarter with big production out of Kramer mainly, as they jumped out to a 24-point lead after just leading by a one-possession game. They had me scared there for a sec. I am not going to lie. They trailed for the first time in a couple games, and then but they clicked it out of coming into this second quarter. They coming out of that timeout, and they got it fixed up defensively, only allowing the Bulldogs to score 5 points after that 15-point showing after that 17-point showing in the first quarter. So, and then of course Kramer just continuously gets to the rack, continuously takes advantage of the Warriors' opportunities in transition, and just takes the gifts where she can get them. It just runs up the scoreboard. Already 46 points for the Warriors, and they managed to get a big comfort zone and lots of momentum going to the break. So as far as college basketball goes, we had an upset day yesterday with Kansas being the game of the night in a back and forth battle against another Big 12 rival in Texas. Kansas had the game in their hands late until the Texas made a impressive push at the end and was able to come out on top, upsetting the Jayhawks in Texas itself in Austin. And then the Blue Devils of Duke, number 7 in the country, got knocked off by an unranked Virginia team after losing the inbounder on the last play of the game, where Virginia was able to get a wide open look from 3 and they hit it to win that game. So Duke drops their 4th game of the season. So it should be interesting how things go in this very well spread college basketball scheme we got going. We got about a month left. March Madness is approaching. We got some great games tonight between Illinois and Purdue. Big Ten matchup there. The Boilermakers currently lead 54-48 for anyone wanting to know. And also just found out tonight, Arkansas comes up with a big upset in the SEC as they knock off the number 1 team in the country in the Auburn Tigers 80-76 to snap what was their 19-game winning streak. So once again, an upset heavy week in college basketball. Not to mention on last Friday, school I'll be attending goes Sun Devils. Arizona State upset UCLA in a wild 3 overtime thriller. And UCLA, another loss in Pac-12 play. But wow, Auburn gets knocked off by unranked Arkansas. That's something. We could see that Auburn was struggling a little bit as they've had some close games against some not so great opponents over the past stretch. So it's bound to happen eventually. You see more upsets in college basketball than any other sport. So it's not super surprising to see it all happening as we continue to approach closer and closer to March. But lots of great stuff going on in college basketball. And who knows who will come out on top at the end of this college basketball season. I'll be making my bracket. I'm sure it won't be perfect, but gotta try for sure. Currently, the Ducks are, I believe, ranked in the top 25. They're currently unranked, actually, in men's. But in the women's, they're in the top 25. They'll play our hometown Beavers on the 11th, so that'll be Friday night. And the Beavers, both men and women, have been having their fair shares of struggles this season, not living up to their expected success, as the men's team has surely fallen short of that Elite 8 run that they had last year, that magical Cinderella story all the way to the Elite 8 and so close to the Final Four, losing to Houston in the Final Four. But man, what a run that was. That was so much fun to cover. And it was an honor to be able to cover some of those games. But now they are dead last in the Pac-12, currently 12th, with a amusing 1-9 conference record, 3-17 overall for the men. And it's a rebuilding time after losing some talent like Ethan Thompson Jr., who is a powerful force, and Jared Lucas and all those guys. And so I'm fortunate to see this program who had so much success, the best in program history in a while, just not being able to live up to expectations this season. And then the women not doing as well as they normally do. They're normally a top 15 team in the Pac-12, a top 15 team in the nation, normally one of the top teams in the Pac-12, but currently just sitting at 500 in conference play and 11-7 overall. But they are 7-1 at home, so that's an advantage for them. Currently riding on a 2-game losing streak. But the Pac-12 is no joke in college basketball this season, as Stanford is number 2 overall in the women's, and Arizona is number 6 for the women's. And then in the men's, we have several teams within the top 25 from the Pac-12, as we have Arizona leading the way at the top of the pack with currently ranked number 7, I believe. And so Arizona actually currently sits at number 4 after their impressive wins over UCLA and stifling off the Sun Devils, who were upset hungry once again last night. They jumped out to a quick 16-2 lead, but ultimately the Wildcats were able to come back and hang on to win that one. And so then the next highest ranked Pac-12 team would be UCLA, who after being top 2 in the preseason poll has fallen to 16-4 on the season, with many of those coming in conference play. One against the Ducks, most recently against Arizona was their, and then Arizona State, but getting swept in the Arizona series most recently. And then from there, there's no other Pac-12 team, as USC, after starting on an impressive 12-0, has fallen out of the top 25 rankings after sliding heavily. Well, actually, they're number 21 now, but they've had some losses after the Ducks beat them, and then they have some other losses along the way to Stanford, many others. So they have 4 losses as well, just like UCLA. They have a non-conference game tonight against Pacific. They currently trail 26-20, so we'll see if they can pull that one out. Yeah, lots of interesting stuff in college basketball tonight. Love to see upsets going down. We love to see the underdog pull things out, and except here in Philomath, we want to see the favorite, our undefeated conference Warriors, pull this one out, and we'll see if they can, as they have a nice cushion, 46-22 to score as we head into this second half. So Bulldogs start with the ball in the second half. It'll be Sanchez. And now pump fake drive was Brian Cruz, but then traveled around the world with those steps there. So now Bulldogs bringing a strong full court press to start the second half, trying to dial back Kramer's ability to get going in transition, and they do with a steal by Sanchez. But it'll be off the glass, but it'll be rebounded and tipped in for 2. Breakaway. Kramer loses it, but Bacha recovers. And Lewis will get the ball, but it's almost stripped away by Sanchez, but she'll be fouled. So now Kramer just it over. inside, back to herself from Bacho. And Kramer will get rid of it outside. Long ball from Larson, but it'll be off the left side of the rim. Ramirez on the breakaway layup. And she'll be called for the charge as Bacho takes one like a champ. Sticking with the full court press. Bacho up the court to Kramer. Now she's in transition. Euro step finish. And she'll take a few too many steps and be called for the travel. And Kent. Sanchez outside. Gets it inside to Ramirez. Over to Zapita. Zapita rolls one in and out of the rim. And Couture throws it up the court to Bacho. Tried to go immediately to Larson, who after being tipped out of the hands of Ramirez, lands in her for the strong finish for 2 points. And so now we have the Bulldogs here in the corner is Cruz. Sanchez, nice pass, laser over to Kent, who banks that off the glass. Cross court pass from Bacho to Kramer. Gets inside with the lefty finish, rolls up and in. And tipped away by Kramer. And here come the Warriors in transition, but they'll slow it down as Bacho recovers. Larson with the ball outside, back to Bacho. Larson off the screen, wraps around, nice pass, backside cut by Couture for the easy finish. Great movement off the ball for the Warriors tonight. And both the boys and the girls. Ramirez inside, up and under Lewis, off the top of the rim into the hands of Larson, up the court to Kramer. And she will get the and one finish as Sanchez is called for the block. So Kramer with the chance for a 3-point play. And she'll switch that one. And so buzzer sounds off, but just a sub coming into the game. And Warriors still playing tough defensively. And Kramer with the steal. And looking for someone to pick it up, but Bacho loses it. And so now it's back to the Bulldogs. Kent, pump fake drive, and nice little finish there. Warriors keeping the fast pace up with the Bulldogs. It's a very back and forth transition game. Not allowing them to dial in their full court press as they ease off it now. Kramer over to Couture in the corner, inside to Lewis. Spin move up and under, off the top of the glass. That'll be no good. Kramer to Lewis in the corner, and Couture at the top gets it to Kramer. Swings it across to Bacho. Bacho pump fake inside, looks for Lewis, but it'll be right into the hands of Cruz. And now off the screen is Zapita. Zapita kicks it out to Ramirez. Ramirez on the drive and looks for the finish, but it'll be too far off the left side of the rim. Kramer gets it to Couture on the baseline, but just short off the front of the rim. Larson out on the edge with Kent. Kent posts up base in the paint. She'll draw the foul. So she'll shoot 2. Warriors cheer, always a nice support here at the high school. Always glad to have them here showing their school spirit and getting what's left of the crowd involved. So checking into the game now are Holesto and Tyron. That one will miss. Kramer with the QB long ball. Looking for the touchdown pass to Couture. He posts up strong but is fouled, so she'll go to the line. As 3:51 remain, Warriors lead 56-28. I'll be in and out. And now checking into the game is Rodriguez for Zapita. And Couture bounces one up and in for the second. And cross court, Rodriguez. Now Cruz. He's back up top to Ramirez. Cruz pump fake in the corner, and she'll take too many steps while she's going to the basket, so that'll be a travel. Kramer off the pass from Couture, up and under. That one's too strong, though. It'll be into the hands of Ramirez. Ramirez pushing the pace. Larson looks to stop, and Bulldogs with yet another travel call running around the globe tonight. And so checking into the game now is Mia T for Cruz. Larson up to Holesto. Holesto slows it down. Looking back for Larson, almost an over and back, but it's recovered. Couture pressed outside. Nice backside pass to Holesto, but is swatted away by Ramirez. Here come the Bulldogs in transition. And Kent goes too strong off the glass into the hands of Couture, driving strong. Gets it over to Kramer. Kramer up and under off the triple team, draws the foul. And so she'll go to the line. Kramer will shoot two. Warriors lead 57-28. Kramer can make it a 30-point game here. And she will. Despite the back and forth transition game, Warriors only have one team foul here in the third quarter, while the Bulldogs have 5. Have been a little more turnover heavy and travel heavy, and Kramer checks out of the game after incredible firepower here in this third quarter as Mia Bennett will check into the game. And Kent looking to set things up. Rodriguez pump fakes. And in the corner, they get it inside. Kent. Ramirez on the edge. Warriors playing strong D. Not letting them get inside until Rodriguez gets that one to go. Rolls around the rim, and it'll be tipped off the hands of Reagan Larson, so it'll stay in the Bulldogs' possession. Up inside, Ramirez goes too strong off the glass. And up the court from Couture to Holesto for the two-pointer. Ramirez working on Holesto. Spin move over to Kent. Kent on the drive. And being called for a hand check will be Mia Bennett. 2 minutes remain. Warriors lead 61-28. Up inside of the Bulldogs. That'll be off the left side of the rim. Now Larson up the court to Bennett, who just hands it right off to Annika Tyron, who gets up inside for the 2-point finish. Ramirez at the top of the key gets it over to Kent. Kent with the 3-pointer and too strong off the backside of the rim. And scramble on the ground now is jump ball, so it'll be in favor of the Warriors. Checking into the game now will be Lilliana Bellman. Larson pushing up the court, slows it down, resets the offense. Olesto comes off the screen, wraps around, is met by Rodriguez, though, who gets the steal. Up the court now, dishes away to Ramirez, who will be fouled. Almost drops in the and one, but she'll go to the line and shoot two, as Kramer will be coming back into the game here. Ramirez will hit as Kramer comes in for Larson. Larson with some nice production, great leadership, and great ball movement off the ball. And she's just a great facilitator on the Warrior offense. Is Larson, pure floor general. She'll be dearly missed when she leaves after this season. So now here's Kramer back at the top. Another experience. Very experienced at running the offense through herself. And so Couture gets fouled on the edge by Ramirez. And Zapita will check into the game for Ramirez. Bulldogs doing everything they can to keep putting points on the board, but it's very out of hand at this point. 33-30. Kramer drives baseline, is met with strong defenders though. Couture dishes, looks inside for Kramer. Kramer up and under and kisses it home. Kramer racking up the points tonight. You just can't keep track. This is bucket after bucket. Stolen by Kramer. Coast to coast. Another bucket for Sage Kramer. 67-30. Warriors encroaching on a 40-point advantage. And tipped out by Mia Bennett. Zapita, clock winding down here in the third quarter. We'll see if the Bulldogs can get off a shot. Warriors defense playing strong. Sanchez from outside. And it'll be off the front side of the rim as the Warriors have yet another dominant quarter on both sides of the ball. More players get involved offensively that time, but the Warriors hold the Bulldogs to just 6 points in the third quarter, still under that 34-point mark after that rough, sloppy first quarter, in which the Bulldogs scored 17 points, but now the Warriors have taken care of business, currently with a 37-point lead, 67-30, and while maintaining their in low foul trouble, 3 fouls in total, but the Bulldogs in 6 fouls already, encroaching on bonus. But very impressive showing, of course, by Sage Kramer, as always, able to get to find the basket, and the Warriors so strong and matching the Bulldogs' fast-paced game, and they've been racking up the points, and it's been a great offensive showing for the Warriors tonight after a slow start. It definitely defensively has been the story as well. Haven't let the Bulldogs hang around at all. So one more quarter here in Philomath before this game's all but over. So Bulldogs ball to start the fourth quarter. Rodriguez, desperation three, nothing but nothing. And it'll be rebounded by Tyron. Warriors looking to work their offense inside off the pass from Couture. Kramer rolls that one around and in. Sanchez over to Rodriguez. in the corner now. Sanchez back to Rodriguez. Up top, Zapita in the corner to T. Locked up by Tyron. Warriors defense playing great man-to-man right now. Sanchez on the drive. Posts it off the front of the rim, off the glass, and into the hands of Kramer. Pushing the pace and transition. Yet another basket. As she goes up and under, and it'll be a timeout by the Bulldogs. As this game is really out of hand. So Sage Kramer just surpassed the great Trisha Stevens, the Gatorade Player of the Year once upon a time, and has just, I told you, I couldn't keep track of all the points she scored, but apparently it is 50. 50 points for Sage Kramer tonight. I can't believe that's actually coming out, but I mean, she just keeps on scoring and scoring and scoring, and that's what she does best. So 50 points for Sage Kramer, and she's not done yet. We still got 6:51 to go in the game. But yes, Sage Kramer has now the all-time record for most points by a single Philomath girls basketball player in all of its history. That'll be a career high night for her tonight. Amazing performance by Kramer. Just an outstanding player. She'll be going to college this upcoming year in California, Santa Clara. And she'll do amazing things at the next level. She has a bright future ahead in this game. And just such a talented player. And now Kramer will finally check out as her duties may not be needed the rest of this game. She got the record. And so Larson will check in and Claire Stanley will check in. Larson almost stolen away by Sanchez, but Bacho gets it back, and Bennett with the mid-ranger. In and out, but rebounded by Lewis. And Lewis will get it over to Stanley. Stanley covers the ball, and Larson back with it. Looks inside for Lewis. Lewis will lose it. It'll be covered by the Bulldogs. Sanchez dribbles into traffic, and it'll be a blocking foul. And so Warriors will get some younger players some experience as Elizabeth Morales Marquez will check into the game. One of just 3 sophomores on this roster, so all 3 sophomores except Tyron, actually. So 2 of the sophomores are in the game now, in Stanley and Morales Marquez. Larson on the drive, and will be fouled, so she'll go to the line. But since it's a 40-point game, the clock will just keep on rolling. And so Larson will shoot 2. That's what. But yeah, just an incredible night for Sage Kramer tonight. Career high performance at all levels, AAU, you name it, Philomath High School. 50 points, such an crazy stat. I can't even remember the last time someone scored 40 in this building, boys or girls. And it's just a historic night for Sage, and just very happy for her and all that she continues to accomplish. And I hope these Warriors can finish this thing off with a state title in her final season with this team and all that she's contributed over the years. A leader from the very beginning. And I know she'll do great things beyond her time here at the high school. Mia Bennett gets it out to Morales for 3, and it'll be too far off the right side of the rim. Stanley gets it back, but it'll be called for a travel. And so now Larson's duties will no longer be needed as Haley Couture checks back into the game. Warriors do definitely still have some talent in the junior class. I'll need them to step up in the coming seasons. As Bellman drops one in for the Bulldogs to break the drought. Lewis won't be able to catch that one. And Couture almost had an outside shot, but lost it in her hands. And Stanley over to Bennett. Couture dribbles around, and Warriors just winding things down. Couture wraps around over to Morales Marquez in the corner, but too far off the backside of the rim. And on the drive is Zapita, gives it up to her teammate. And just 3 minutes remain. 40-point lead. It's a calming night here in Philomath, but out of those 73 points, 50 of those belong to Sage Kramer. Marquez inside. Bennett pump fake. Out to Marquez. Lewis at the top of the key. Gives it up to Stanley. Bennett gets inside to Morales. Marquez puts him another shot, but won't be good. Zapita pump fakes, drives, float game, banks it home. And Morales dishes it to Lewis, goes up, won't finish, she'll get the rebound. And from 3 is Couture, won't get it to go, but it'll be rebounded by Lewis, and she'll get the rebound. And the finish for 2. And fouled on the shot is Kent. So she'll go to the line and shoot 2. So Warriors' upcoming schedule, they'll be 4 straight at home, three more at home. Newport on Thursday, Banks on Saturday, and then the following Tuesday they'll face Sisters, or for rounding off the season on the road against Staten and Newport. So lots of more fun action here to come in this gym. And Tyron now has the ball, turns it over. And bombs away from beyond the arc is Kent. Morales gets it up the court to Tyron, and Tyron will drive baseline. Gets it to Holesto. And Holesto wraps around Tyron. Bennett gets it to Morales, who gets it back to Holesto. Holesto with the jumper, and she'll finish. As the Warriors may just reach the 80-point mark tonight, which would be a season best. And Morales gets it to Bennett. Bennett on the drive. Mid-range jumper. It'll be off the backside of the rim. And Kent gets the floater. And so here is Bennett on the drive. We'll turn it over, and it'll be Bulldog ball. And a foul will be called. Unfortunate way that we'll have to end this game with a foul. No one likes a foul at the end of the game, but Warriors get the dominant win after a slow start. Scared me for a sec with only just a 2-point lead, but thanks in large part to Sage Kramer and her 50 points, the Warriors were able to blow away in this game and secure the 77-43 victory. It is official. The Warriors win it. Definitely rebound after that rocky play on Friday night against Sweethome. And despite giving up 43 points, the Warriors didn't need much more help defensively after this game was out of hands with 40 points, a 40-point advantage. So great performance for the Warriors tonight and an incredible individual performance out of Sage Kramer, career high 50 points. What a stunning performance we saw her tonight, just getting basket after basket and constantly getting to the rim. She's a special player, folks, and I believe she'll lead this team in pursuit of the state championship. They'll be back here Thursday night, here right back into the gym, and you can catch it right here on Blake's Take. Please subscribe and like if you enjoyed, and you can stay up to date on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or YouTube from our post-game coverage and other analysis on all sports nationally and locally. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all have a great night, everyone. Warriors win it, and we'll see you all Thursday. Have a great night, everyone.